Okay. Questions? Just raise your hand, wait for the mic, and give your name and affiliation, please. Thanks.
We're going to affiliation to Taylor Vincent Spotrack. So, Mike, can you start us off with your thoughts on them? Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, Rob. Can you start us off with your thoughts on the match?
He's my mate. It's all right. I like Mike. Yeah, I thought we started well. We wanted to press and cause, mistakes in their end, and we've done that and managed to capitalise on them. Obviously, a lot of rotation and new faces, so some tired legs out there as the game went on, but they dug in, battled, the shape was good. Delighted for Sink. Scores in every competition, just had that, to a record. So we all enjoyed seeing her. A couple and wanted to keep her out there, see if she could have got the hat-trick, but and also really pleased for Raylan to get her first one and a set-piece goal, because we've been due one of them. So overall, job done.
Yeah, and then, like Raylan had her first goal at home, and we had some player debuts. Just thoughts about what it was like to play back at home with some new players and new circumstances.
Yeah, look, if you take everything into consideration, we haven't had a full squad, I think, since Orlando away when we lost Soph to that one. And then suspensions and injuries and international window, players coming back from that. Summer Cup, 10 away. 4 new faces in the transfer window. 15 new bodies overall in the dressing room this year. It's a lot of transition. There's been staff transition, still building that department. So the project continues. And like I said, I'll always trust the players. They're a great, tight group inside the room. You give them opportunities. We tried to play. I think now between the last 3 games, just about everybody has played, which is important when you got 12 games in 50 days. Looking back at the game at the weekend, first goal, refereeing report said should have been a foul. Little moments here or there. We weren't at our best, but we're building. We're getting back players' bodies healthy. Still not a full tilt, as you can see, and some of the numbers and enforced substitutions and rests. But once we get everybody back, once we get them through, get them connected as they are again on the field, as well as they are off the field, then we can start to build and progress to, put ourselves in a position to challenge.
Hey, Rob, just, with the congested schedule, just curious with your frontline decisions today. Obviously, Sinky, Izzy, and Raylan, just your thoughts on that. Was it more just because of the schedule congestion, or?
Yeah, for sure. Like Soph's, still recovering and taking some bruises and some battering and just building her minutes back after a hectic summer. Same with Sammy. But we've got good players in that front line. Sink with her back to goal, can hold the ball up really well. We knew they could go between a back 3 and a back 4, so it was important to be able to press the centre-backs and cause turnovers. So with Izzy and Raylan, we could get on the front foot. And then we asked a lot of both Kling and Marie tonight to jump and fill and put pressure on, and it really worked well. First half, you can see they got a bit leggy towards the end, and then obviously some quality came on for Club America late on to stretch us. But they didn't break. The only thing we probably want back is just use of the ball second half. Missed some really key moments to transitional moments. We need to take care of the ball better. But it was a great effort for all of the ones out there and involved, and nice to see them. That rotation is going to be key because we're in for a long slog. We're up at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning and off to Washington for a 7-hour flight or 6-hour flight, and then we'll only have 1 training session ahead of that. It's not excuses, it's just reality. So we're relying on the quality of the whole group and trying to put our best foot forward for each game as best we can right now.
Hey, Rob, Scott Sepich with Oregon Live. How are you trying to manage these 4 games that you have in this group stage of this tournament, and the placement of it being late in your season? Just how are you sort of managing this, and what kind of emphasis are you placing on it in regards to how it fits in with the league schedule as well? Yeah, look, we put out a team to try and win every game, but we had to rotate last Friday, knowing that we've got 2 games in 72 hours in midweek. We rotated again here, a lot of new bodies out on the field.
and just trying to build the chemistry as well. Like we gave Sophie Hurst her debut tonight, a chance to get in and get that understanding and build relationships and partnerships, and that takes time. It's not going to be easy. There's no quick fix to that. We've not got a lot of training sessions, like I say, one training session for Washington, so having the familiarity of players who've played together more is important in that competition. This opportunity gives us an opportunity to blood some legs, keep players as fresh as we can within the medical confines and the high performance confines that we need to make sure that we're not losing bodies by playing 3 in 7 days as well. So,
and then Hurst only had 1-2 days practice with the squad. Can you just talk about her performance tonight and kind of what you're expecting from her going forward?
Yeah, look, we felt in the front office that the balance of the squad and the midfielders, you need to have some support for Sammy in there, the ability to play a couple of sixes, the ability to give Sam some rest and some minutes. And she's done very well in that 6 role in the past. With Houston, it's a player that Sarah Loudon knew really well. And obviously the 2 Mikes and Karina did their due diligence. Great character for the locker room. I know Houston's disappointed to lose the kind of character that she is. So, yeah, tonight, in at the deep end a little bit. The opposition put a box up there. You could see they played 2 10s. 2 inverted forwards, so for an out-and-out 6, we had to change the shape a couple of times just to make sure we protected key spaces, and they're very good at those forward runs. So I thought, first time, got connected. She didn't have, too much to do or too many opportunities to impress, but to blood her in at Providence Park in this game, we felt was right, and we'll see more of her going forward as she gets to know her teammates, the squad, and how we want to play.
Yeah, and then Mackenzie Arnold is a new addition as well. She has shown great distribution, and just how is that an asset to the team? It's something we haven't seen from a goalie quite as much, just the amount of distribution that she's able to do, and what does that mean for the attack as well?
Yeah, what it adds to your team is the ability to build with one less defender, right? If you look at having a +1 in the build, if you can bring the keeper out and act like a central defender, then their forward line have to jump, whether it's 4 jumping, with the 2 centre forwards and the wingers, and then the ability to play past that press. So there's that dimension of a game, obviously, that we've tried to bring in and build on, and continue to work with our other keepers who, have done very well in the shot stopping and handling and have a lot of tools, and then just keep adding that to the game, because it is vital in modern football that, a keeper that can use their feet, distribute short and long, it can add a different dimension to your attacking play for sure.
Yeah, and then Rob, we've talked about the opportunities for women's football, especially these past few years. But there's, obviously with the Concacaf W Champions Cup, there's a spot up for the Club World Cup up for grabs. How important is that a goal for the team and just for the club?
I think, again, it's really a privilege to be involved. I think Sink said the excitement that Concacaf has now added this is terrific. We've got to take it a game at a time, and the competition. You're good there, Mick? Yeah, okay. I thought you were giving me the hook. It's like Oscar's music playing me off here, but I think, we'll take it a game at a time. It's good to get a good start in it. San Diego away is going to be a tough game, of which we got 3 on the road in 10 days. Again, it's a long road trip, so we've got to manage that. I think we'll take the whole team with us to balance that out. And then game by game, take it step by step and try and put yourself in a position where we can be in that top 2. And then it's straight knockout and opportunity, right? But it's great to see, like the Summer Cup, the Mexican teams. It'll be great to play other teams in CONCACAF, the Vancouver Whitecaps like back home. So we're looking forward to each and every opportunity to experience different opposition, and it's a great step forward for the women's game, and really a positive thing to be a part of.
Talking about the upcoming game against Washington, Morgan Weaver's technically hit her minimum of 45 days on the disabled D45 list. Do we have a return to play timeline for her?
She's definitely getting closer. We're continuing to build that. Obviously, medical high performance have to make sure that after that substantial surgery and injury, that the player's comfortable, but she's made good progress into the training, starting to get some opposition work in there. And now it'll be getting her back fit, because obviously Morgan Weaver, as you know, at top speed and the dynamics and her game is very front-footed, very aggressive. That's why we love her. That's why she was our player of the season last year, and we'll look forward to welcoming her back, but making sure when we get her back, it's the Morgan Weaver you all know and love.
Thank you.